Welcome into another weekly edition of Minot State Inside Access. As always, I'm joined by head football coach Tyler Hughes. Coach Hughes, you guys got the first win this week. Did you feel like a sense of relief on Saturday after that? Did the guys feel a sense of relief?
Well, I don't know if it was relief. Guys were certainly excited because they had been working hard and, of course, had wanted to get that win. So, in our locker room afterwards, there was just a lot of excitement and a lot of energy, and guys felt good about their performance and felt good about the team at that point. And I think that was the overall feeling, was just juiced up and excited and fired up for the win.
Yeah. What did you say to them inside the locker room after the game?
Well, I told them, they played a really strong football game. We executed in 3 different phases of the game, and when they do that, they have a chance to do really well, which is what they did on Saturday. I told them to enjoy the win for the evening and appreciate it, because you only get a few football games a year, so you should enjoy wins when you get them. And then I told them, come Sunday morning to forget it, move on, because we got another football game coming up. And so I think they enjoyed it, and we're ready to get on to Moorhead.
Okay. Are you one of the kind of coaches that think momentum plays into success in the team? Can you build momentum? Is that something that you think is a big thing in a team's success?
Well, I think in a game, momentum is huge, especially in college football. I think that when you can get momentum on your side in a college football game, that is big time in giving you a chance to win. Now, I think from week to week, I do think that momentum kind of wears off a little bit, because every game is a little different and every situation is a little different. I mean, certainly you'd rather go into a game following a win, because you have a little bit more confidence that way as opposed to coming in after a loss. But I do think that each week has its own set of challenges, and so whatever momentum and excitement you ever might have generated on Saturday typically wears off by the time you get to practice, and it better wear off by the time we get to practice on Tuesday.
Okay.
So,
your guys' offense was really good. The running game was very good. The passing game kind of fed off that. Zac had 255 yards, I believe. So can you just talk about your offense a little bit on Saturday?
I think the first thing is we got our running game going the way that we'd want to, and that was great to see. When you start doing that, that just opens up every phase of the game, because the inside linebackers are thoughtful about the run, so they play more downhill and they give you the middle of the field pass. And then the pass rush isn't quite as strong, because they're worried about playing the run, and so they're not getting up the field like a defensive lineman would want to rush the quarterback. And so then as you drop back and try to get the ball down the field, your quarterback has more time, plus it gives you a play action game and everything else. So if you can run the football, that opens up everything else for your offense potentially. And thankfully we were able to get that run game going, and it opened up quite a bit for us.
Okay. This upcoming weekend, you guys play Moorhead. It's a team that seems to score a lot of points, but also they give up a lot of points. How do you think your team can exploit them this weekend?
Well, I think their offense does put up a lot of points, and they move the ball quickly, and they've generated a lot of offense this season. And so for us, we got to slow that attack down. We got to get a pass rush. We got to force some turnovers. I think that's a big thing. I think offensively, we need to be able to control the clock and control the tempo of the game, not put our defense out there in a lot of situations. Limit the number of possessions that they do have to face Moorhead's offense. I think that's really important. And then I think offensively, what we need to do is we need to be able to generate some big plays ourselves. We need to get obviously some points on the board. A real good offense like Moorhead, they're gonna move the ball here and there, and so we can't expect to score 13, 17 points, something like that, and expect to that be enough to win. So we got to make sure we score a few to take some pressure off our defense. Our defense will play better as the offense puts some points on the board, and they know that they can play with a little more confidence, and they don't have to have the weight of the game on their shoulders. So it'll be a collective effort, and again, offensively and defensively, both sides really need to play well to keep Moorhead's offense at bay.
Okay. Last week, I asked you about your prediction for the World Series. You went with Kansas City. They're down 3-2. How are you feeling about that prediction?
Well, they got down to start the series, and then they won games 2 and 3, and then San Francisco won the last 2. So it's kind of been a series of streaks, I would think. So if that's the case, then it's 3-2 now for San Francisco. So it should swing back into the favor of Kansas City. So I know they're a mentally tough team, and I know they're playing at home, and so I would think that those 2 things combined will give them a chance to get over the hump, and they got to win 2 which is going to be tough against a great team like San Francisco. But I'm still holding strong on the Royals here.
All right, not wavering away from the prediction. I like it. Thanks, as always, Coach, for joining me again. Good luck at Moorhead this weekend. When we come back, I'll be joined by quarterback Zac Cunha.
Papa John, pizza maker. Peyton Manning, playmaker.
New season, Peyton. You got to have a kickoff deal to start it right.
Okay, like a superstition.
Yeah. You got any superstitions?
Score more points than they do.
It's not really superstitious.
It works.
Up your game with the new kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza, only $10. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
Better football.
Papa John's.
Don't let a sports injury leave your student athlete on the sidelines. Team up with the experts at Trinity Sports Medicine and put your champion back in the game.
I love going to games, I love educating, I love taking care of kids.
Serving student athletes across the region, Trinity's medical staff and certified trainers assess, rehabilitate, and reduce the injuries that put athletes at risk.
We're a part of this community, we're a part of these schools, we're a part of these kids' families.
Trinity Sports Medicine, always on your team.
Welcome back to Minot State Inside Access. I'm joined by quarterback of the football team, Zac Cunha. You guys got your first win this weekend. Did you feel like there was kind of a monkey off your back when you guys got the win?
Yeah, definitely. It felt great to get the win, and it was good for those seniors to finally, get a reward for all the hard work they've put in, and now we're on to Moorhead.
All right. Did you feel like the running game helped you guys out a lot to have a strong passing game?
Definitely. The offensive line played really well, allowed Jarvis and Moti to really get established and get into a rhythm with the run game, and of course that makes my job a lot easier and just makes the offense a lot more effective, and you saw the result out there. So.
Yeah, definitely. After the game in the locker room, what did Coach Hughes tell the team?
He told us to enjoy it. We were kind of due, and he was pretty happy. So we definitely took Saturday to enjoy it, and then Sunday we came back to work and did our corrections practice and lifted a good weightlifting session, and kind of set our focus on this week. So.
Okay. Did you feel any sort of like personal satisfaction with the win on Saturday? I mean, you played really well individually, and you had to battle a little bit early on to earn the starting position at quarterback.
Well, no, it wasn't any personal victory for me, but it felt good to get the win for everybody else, and that whole whatever you want to call it at the beginning of the season, it's not really a thought right now, and we're just focused on getting on to Moorhead and hopefully getting another win.
Do you guys feel like you can build off this game and have a little bit of momentum going forward with the rest of the season?
Yeah, definitely. Coach talked about this as kind of a turning point for our program, and I hope we can really keep the momentum going these last few weeks and kind of turn our season around a little bit and make it a successful ending.
Okay, I asked Coach Hughes a couple minutes ago who he thought would win the World Series, and he went with the Kansas City Royals. Did that create any divide in the locker room with you?
The quarterback meeting room is a little bit divided as far as the World Series goes. I'm definitely a Giants fan, so we got a couple Dodgers fans in the quarterback meeting room, so we talked about the World Series a little bit. But Go Giants, Mad Bum. We're gonna seal it coming up here, so we're gonna get the third one in 5 years. It'll be good.
All right, well, thanks, Zac, for your time. When we come back, I'll be joined by defender on the women's soccer team, Emilie Rebelo.
For 100 years, Minot State has grown as a premier university. Graduate and undergraduate students and faculty working in collaboration. NCAA Division II athletics. Community engagement. Preparing successful graduates. We're proud of our 100-year history, and we're ready for a new century. In the midst of excellence, we have found our place, legacy, and vision. Minot State University. Be seen, be heard.
When things work the way you want them to, you're happy.
And SRT loves keeping you happy with fast, reliable internet speeds that keep up with your digital lifestyle.
Grab your favorite tunes.
Keep friends and family up to date. Educate. And entertain your kids.
Live your digital lifestyle the easy way with SRT Internet. Moving at the speed of life.
Welcome back to Minot State Inside Access. I'm joined by defender on the women's soccer team, Emilie Rebelo. You guys came away with 3 points this weekend with a win against Wayne State and kept you right in the mix for the conference tourney. How big were those 3 points for you guys this weekend?
3 points were pretty big. I mean, if we didn't get those 3 points, we were going to be chasing the 8th place position. So those 3 points were huge for us.
Okay. Just kind of take me through the final goal of the game. It happened in the last second of play, and you took the free kick. So.
When it happened, I was kind of unsure of what to do because it was such a weird angle. And our assistant coach, Aaron, told me just to lay it across the top of the 6, low on the ground. And I mean, it was kind of hard. I was looking for one of our tall people in there, but everyone was in the box at that point. And I just served it and saw Gemma poke her foot out and hit it in with 1 second left, and I just started jumping up and down. It was probably the most excited I've ever been.
That's awesome. You've scored all 5 of your goals off set pieces this year. Do you spend extra time working on your set pieces?
Yeah, I do. I try to set up some times through the week before or after practice with our other coach, Nate. He's been helping me a lot, actually, on free kicks and pretty much just making me learn it like it's the back of my hand, where to place it from different parts of the field, if it's far out, if it's close, just to put the right spin on it. We've been practicing a lot, but it's paying off.
Do you feel like you have to pay a little bit more attention to your set pieces now that you're playing in the back and can't do as much offensively in the run of play for your team?
Yeah, it's definitely a different type of focus when you go from kicking goal kicks most of the game to set pieces that are closer to the net. You have to put a totally different spin on it, not as much power. It's different. It's a lot of focus.
Are you enjoying playing center back right now? Would you rather be playing somewhere else? Or?
I actually really enjoy playing center back. It's different. I mean, I thought it was going to be a really hard adjustment at first, but it wasn't too bad, and I actually like playing back there a lot better than I did the midfield.
Fair enough. Going forward, what does the team need to do in order to make a run at the conference championship?
We just got to keep playing together. I mean, we can't get down. We just got to play up to our highest level, which we know we can. Just has to be really consistent. We got to push each other during games. We got to be positive. Just make sure we keep each other going through the whole 90 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck the rest of the way. That does it for another episode of Minot State Inside Access. Next week, I will be joined by head coach Tyler Hughes, as always, and 2 more student athletes.